Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited, as we're here with another Smackdown Live review.
Or if you're looking at the thumbnail, another edition of the Royal
I've
Rumble
already, I've
2018
already,
reaction livestream.
I've already fixed it.
Thank God. What is going on, guys? It's another Tuesday. That means another uh, live stream recapping what happened on SmackDown. It's been a long, just couple days of just fucking live streaming, man.
Oh yeah, but I love it.
Oh, it's great. We've been going, what? We did Saturday, 2 on Sunday, 1 yesterday, 1 today, and then we got 1 tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
It'll be fun. So thank you guys for tuning in again. I see MTZX Rocky, Megan Maywall. Who the hell is this Drew Gulak? Interesting. Hey, Nick Bowman, CTO Vlogs, Chop City 337 guest students here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Who is Drake Mavrak? It's a good question. 205 Live was awesome. That's really great to hear.
It actually
Alex
was.
Rodriguez.
They had two really good matches. I didn't pay too much attention, but what I saw was really good. All right, so SmackDown Live wasn't a bad show, but it wasn't like oh man, you got to see this show, which is like most shows, I guess you could say, most weeks.
It was
There was a few notable things though.
It was just a show.
So show opens up, Shinsuke Nakamura comes out, and you think, okay, they're giving him some time on the mic, cool, but he really just one word here, one word there, 2 words, whatever. So as he does his pose on the ropes, the word Rockstar scrolls across the screen in giant red letters. This pissed me off, and I'm going to get to what really pissed me off with these on-screen graphics later when the Usos come out. This was stupid.
Usos.
Oh, no. Just wait.
Is it that bad?
Yeah. All right. So Nakamura recapped his Rumble win by letting us know Sami Zayn, John Cena, Roman Reigns all received a knee to the face. The crowd was happy about that. Nakamura said Styles would get a knee to the face at WrestleMania and he would become the new WWE champion. He pointed at the WrestleMania sign when Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn interrupted him. They sarcastically congratulated Shinsuke Nakamura on his victory and then complained about getting screwed out of the championship on Sunday after recapping what happened in their match with, Kevin getting tagged, or not getting tagged, but still getting pinned. Owens claimed that they deserved another shot at the title, and they wouldn't be facing AJ, but they would be facing one of them. Or Nakamura wouldn't be facing AJ, but he would be facing one of them at WrestleMania for the championship. Nakamura said Styles was a winner, but Owens and Zayn were losers. Like, really?
I know 100% that he fucking knows more fucking English than that.
I bet.
I know that for a fact.
So Styles comes out, said that, oh no, Sammy and Kevin, it's not going to be you guys at WrestleMania because we're getting the dream match in New Orleans between myself and Shinsuke Nakamura. Styles then said, but before we have the dream match, how about a dream team? Myself and Nakamura taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Crowd chanted, yes, yes, yes. Owens and Zayn got out of the ring and said, nope.
I really like... I'll talk about that after. Go ahead.
We then had a pretty good... Actually, for thinking about it, the matches on this show were actually pretty good. It was a fatal 4-way for the number 1 contendership taking on Bobby Roode for the U.S. title next week. It was Rusev, Kofi Kingston, Jinder Mahal, Zack Ryder. So Jinder Mahal only had one Singh brother. Kofi had both Big E and Xavier, and Rusev had Aiden English out there. So at one point in the match, all the guys were on the outside except for Rusev, and Rusev starts pumping up the crowd like he's going to do a dive through the ropes. So he's like pumping them up, pointing over like you want me to run? You want me to run? And as he goes to bounce off the opposite side of the ropes, Sunul Singh, I think it's Sunul, the one that's not hurt, grabs Rusev's foot so he doesn't have to do the dive. But it was still a cool spot that he teased it. And so you're not like, oh, well, he messed that up. Nope, he just didn't do it because he was screwed out of it, I guess you can say.
Right.
So then at that point, Aiden English runs over to like, hey, what are you doing? Leave him alone, da-da-da-da. And then Big E and Kofi come around the other side. So they got like, Big E and Kofi are on one side of the Singh brother. Aiden English on the other. And he starts backing away because he doesn't know Big E and Kofi came over there. And he backs into them and they drop their pancakes and get pissed off. And so the referee comes and goes, you know what? You guys are a distraction. All of you guys kicked out. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was just a little spot within a spot, I guess you could say.
Right.
So, where am I at in my notes? Oh, so we'll go on later on in the match. Ryder gave Mahal a Rough Rider. Rusev then super kicked Ryder and then countered Kofi Kingston's Trouble in Paradise into an accolade for a submission. Kofi taps out. Rusev will be facing Bobby Roode next week for the WWE United States Championship.
There you go. I like that. I like that a lot.
Then they cut to the backstage. It said the Usos. So you think, oh man, it's gonna be one of these cell phone promos, but it kind of wasn't. It was actually the Usos in like this dark room that almost, I guess you can say, looked like a cell, like the Uso penitentiary kind of thing.
I was just gonna say that.
And so I don't even remember what they exactly said. It was kind of weird. I did hear when they did this, if you were watching on Sportsnet in Canada, as soon as it showed the Usos' face, it cut to commercial. So if you were watching in Canada, apparently, this is what I saw on Twitter, you didn't even know what they said.
Is this confirmed, Nicholas? Can you confirm this?
So
Nicholas is from Canada.
So they said something about, the Uso Penitentiary and no one can defeat us and this and that. And then we had the Fashion Files. And apparently they were going to field questions from Twitter. And Breeze goes, hey, a cinch, you got them Twitter questions ready? I go, wow. One. He called them a cinch.
That's a good one.
And he's like, yeah. And I think it was Connor goes, yeah, I got one. So-and-so wants to know what kind of product do you use in your hair? Or what do you say, conditioner do you use in your hair? I was like, wow. It's a good one. And then Gable and Benjamin come up and break it all up. Whatever. Okay, cool. They said they were surprised about the Fashion Files. Gable and Benjamin said Breezango couldn't beat them in a match. I think it was Breeze said, well, you guys lost 2 times in a row on Sunday to the Usos. Gable and Benjamin flipped over the table where the computers were, and that set up a match later on in the night. Gable Benjamin versus Breezango. And this is where they killed me with these on-screen graphics. The Usos come out to cut a promo in the ring. And they're running down everybody. They say, we beat everybody. Gable and Benjamin. And as, I can't remember, I don't know which Usos which. But one of them goes, they start saying the tag team names. Gable and Benjamin. The other one goes, locked down. And as they say locked down, this graphic of a cell door closes on the screen. He goes, Gung! And then they go.
Man, that's stupid.
It's very stupid. And then they go, Breezango, locked down. Gung! Another graphic. The freaking the door thing locks. And then they go,
is it?
Huh?
I'd like to think that it just looks like shitty clip art too. Like it's clearly not even thought out. It just looks like fucking garbage clip art.
It did.
Like someone went in like Microsoft Paint and found the fucking.
Well, maybe it was a little better than Microsoft Paint.
Oh, thank God. Thank God they're above Microsoft Paint. Maybe they're above the lines of like, I don't know any other softwares.
And then they were like, or they're like new day, and then lock, ding, door closed on screen again, and then they go. They said something about their struggles going through every tag team. There's no one left for the Uso Penitentiary, and I'm like, oh, what kind of graphic are we get on the screen here? But unfortunately, they didn't change any. They didn't show anything after that. I thought we were gonna get some damn big old jail looking thing.
Been really funny. It was like a cartoon jail with the bars that you could clearly stick a fucking arm out of.
Right, but it was so stupid. Every time it was like locked down, and then it on the screen.
Well, I mean, to be fair, everything
way too much of this stuff. Like they'll show the cell phone promos, and they'll like put the words up on the screen that they're saying, little liners and stuff. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird, man. It kind of feels like
annoying. And you gotta make sure Raw's got red words and SmackDown's got the blue words on the screen.
Oh, I mean, obviously, how else would you tell them apart?
So before the Usos were ready to come, or Usos finished their promo, and as they were getting ready to leave, the Bludgeon Brothers come out, and I'm like, oh, this could be good. And then the Usos disappear, and the Bludgeon Brothers come down for a 1.5-minute squash match against some jobbers. I'm like, damn, was that foreshadowing or not? Because I mean, that's
who are the jobbers?
I don't even know, to be honest.
Were they? I thought someone said that they were UK guys.
I don't know. I don't
think they were.
they were beating them so bad that I couldn't even see their faces. They were just killing them.
Rip.
I was also watching on my cell phone, so I didn't have the biggest of screens.
Gotcha.
All right, so Daniel Bryan cut a selfie promo that we actually talked about earlier in the day. It was about the new SmackDown top 10 list ratings thing.
So what are they? What culture now?
I don't know. Well, no, what it is they want all the wrestlers on the roster to rank everybody, their top 10, but you can't put yourself in your own top 10. And whoever, I guess, gets the most votes from the roster is going to get champion. I don't know. They really didn't give too much information about it, and they didn't say anything more about it on SmackDown either.
I mean, I guess my fear would be they get a championship match, and then I guess this AJ Shinsuke thing meant garbage. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Unless it's a United States championship match. I don't know.
I don't know. What Daniel Bryan said, he was like, we're gonna have the superstars rank each other, and you have to know a couple things, or you have to think of a couple things when you're putting your list together. You have to think of, overall how good they are, their talent, their locker room leadership skills, their overall athleticism. Who's the best athlete on the roster? He's like, but you can't vote for yourself, and Shane and I don't have a vote as well. He's like, this will determine how we put matches together and how people gain opportunities.
I don't Okay, well, if the wrestlers are putting other wrestlers on lists, why did they need to tell us?
Here's my question: Is there kayfabe involved, or is it just they're saying they're doing this, but we're never going to really see anything from it?
I really hope they're actually having people pick.
I would. You're gonna have like AJ Styles on the cell phone camera thing next week, and beep 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 emojis or something's gonna pop up with his list on the side of the screen.
I would get legitimate cancer.
It's gonna have like the little it's not quite an emoji, but maybe like the wrestler's face cut out and then like their name. He's like, I'm ranking this week number 1 Shinsuke Nakamura because he won the Rumble, and his face pops up. Bloop, whoop, Shinsuke Nakamura.
That's awful.
Hey, that's the route they're going right now with all these damn on-screen graphics. I could not put it against them.
Yeah.
So they do that promo, that little thing, and then they go to Shane McMahon's office. He's on the phone with somebody. I don't even know who. You never know who they're on the phone with. It's not a real phone call anyways. And Ty Dillinger pops in, and he goes, I'm going to have to let you go. I got someone in my office. And Ty was like, I'm here, the Royal Rumble. I didn't even get a shot. And Baron Corbin comes in and he goes, why are you even whining? You wouldn't have won it anyways. I'm the one that got screwed. No, you didn't. You got in the Rumble and then got eliminated, Baron. Ty didn't even get a chance to get in the goddamn Rumble.
Corbin's an idiot.
Yeah, very much so. So, pretty much set up a match for later in the night. It was Ty Dillinger versus Baron Corbin. Ty made fun of him for squandering away his money in the bank. Corbin was pissed off.
Did you choose the word squandering as if that was a normal thing to fucking say?
Isn't it?
Like, that's just an average word that's in your repertoire of words.
Yeah, he squandered it away.
Fucking weirdo.
So Charlotte Flair comes out and cuts a not that good promo. Talked about Ronda Rousey was at the Royal Rumble, and Asuka won the Rumble. And then Renee Young, dressed like Beetlejuice, asked Charlotte about the Rumble. And Charlotte said, Sunday was the first time that she didn't want to actually be a champion because she wanted to be in the Rumble match. Charlotte said that she likely would have won, but we'll never know.
That kind of pissed me off. I don't like the idea for saying, yeah, I wish I wasn't champion for that one night so I could be in the Rumble. That's fucking stupid. Way to fucking diminish everything that your title's supposed to mean.
Exactly.
It's like, man, you know how we have this big old title for the women that's supposed to mean a lot? The champion doesn't even want to be the champion for it. That's like what is it? Naito destroying the IWGP Intercontinental title belt, where he just fucking smashes it.
He would do that every night. He'd just walk out there and just like throw it.
Didn't he try to pay for a fucking meal with it? Like he kept trying to give them the belt to pay for the meal.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I love Naito so much.
I just remember every night he'd come down to the ring. He had his full suit on and everything, and then he'd just walk through the ropes and just throw the title and just walk the opposite direction. Like here's the belt. I'm the champ. Yeah, whatever. It was great.
I love it.
I always loved it.
That.
So Charlotte spoke about that moment that broke the internet when she stood in the ring with Alexa Bliss and Asuka, and Ronda Rousey came out. She pretty much took credit for that moment.
Interesting.
She said Rousey's name was actually mostly booed, and then they booed on.
Was it?
And then I don't know, but then they booed on SmackDown when she said Ronda Rousey. So that was kind of interesting.
fuck, I would boo too if you get fucking. I'm Ronda Rousey. I signed a full-time contract with WWE.
Wait. I saw a lot of this that you can't say anything about this right now because she did sign on to do this movie before she agreed to be, working full time with WWE starting this week. So you can't really knock her for that yet. Once you know the movie's done filming, then you can knock her for not being there.
Well, okay. Well, I was gonna say something, but I guess it's a little different.
Go for it.
No, because I was saying, surprised the movie company let her go, but then again, she wasn't wrestling, so it's not going to be like a Rock situation.
And I feel like that's why she didn't wrestle. They probably were like, oh, yeah, you can get the day, but you get in that ring and you get hurt, and they probably said, like, you're not going to do anything physical.
Didn't that happen to The Rock? Where,
yes, The Rock.
He tore something towards bicep, I believe?
No, what happened was The Rock had that last match at WrestleMania with John Cena, and he ended up having like a hernia or something, where he needed emergency surgery. It was a hernia. There was like two things wrong. There was a hernia and something else.
Big old fans of those.
And so he ended up having emergency surgery. He was in the middle of he filmed part of Hercules. Then the movie filming was on a slight break. He did WrestleMania. They were supposed to go back filming. He was hurt, had to have surgery. They pushed back the filming, cost the studio millions of dollars. And now whenever The Rock signs on for a movie, they pretty much put a clause saying, you best not wrestle.
Yeah. Could you imagine that having to be a fucking clause for someone? You can't wrestle while you're making our fucking film. That's how you know you're good. What else happened on SmackDown?
So Charlotte's cutting this promo. The Riot Squad comes down, and they cut down Charlotte.
Excuse me, the who?
The Riot Squad.
No, the Riot Squad.
Riot Squad. Hey, they had to add the extra T to trademark it.
That's true.
They come down and they were like, they said something about, Charlotte, you didn't break the internet. You just have a big ego, just like your father.
Oof. Fucking sure got her.
And I was like, but you know why Rick had an ego? Because Rick was the best during his time, if not of all time. And his ego was justified. So are you saying Charlotte's ego's justified?
That writing on SmackDown, especially for the women.
Yeah.
It's awfully fucking terrible.
So, anyways, they come down and Ruby Riot's like, you say you're going to be the champion going into WrestleMania, but I don't think you're going to be the champion going into WrestleMania. And the Riot Squad gets in the ring. Are you having stream issues? Because it just told me that the stream went off.
No, we're good.
No. It keeps going in and out for some reason.
I mean, chat will tell us when we're not live. I can tell you that much.
All right, we're back up. Okay, so I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that, guys. So Riot Squad's leaving. They're walking up the ramp backwards, and what happens? Carmella's music hits, and she comes running out of that backstage like Sonic the frickin' Hedgehog. Like she was on a mission. And then the greatest thing ever for a cash-in, well, an attempted cash-in happens. She runs down, she gets in the ring. Charlotte's laying there, spread out, legs all spread, arms all spread out, not moving. And Carmella taps her with her foot. And she kind of looks at her and taps her again. She looks over at the ref, kind of kicks Charlotte's arm and kicks her leg to make sure she ain't moving. She goes, okay, yeah, we're good. I'm cashing in. Like, she needed to make sure Charlotte was dead before she was cashing in. It was great.
I like that a lot.
So a referee, I don't know what the hell was going on here, but Greg Hamilton comes up and he was like, he leans out with the Money in the Bank and he's like, Carmella is, and he's like talking all slow to the referee. I'm like, you know what's going to happen. Like, as soon as he started taking 20 hours, I'm like, you know this is going to be a false cash in. And so Carmella's at one side of the ring in the corner, and Charlotte's over on the other side with the referee standing next to her. And Carmella just runs at Charlotte. I don't know what she was doing. I guess Charlotte was slowly starting to get up, so Carmella was going to kick her or something. And Charlotte ducks out of the way. Carmella kicks the referee square in the booty hole, and he flies out of the ring. Charlotte
he did do a good, like, took a good bump there.
Right out of the ring. Charlotte then, like, slowly getting to her knees, and Carmella's looking around like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then Charlotte, almost to her feet, not really to her feet, she kind of like wipes her nose, wipes her mouth off a little bit, and Carmella looks down and goes, nope, not today. Runs out of the ring, grabs her briefcase, runs up the ramp and goes, not today. We're going to do this another day.
Yeah. So I saw who said today, fucking Outcast. I never thought it was possible to even cash in while someone's not even wrestling. A cash in guarantees, or the Money in the Bank guarantees a title match wherever, whenever. Basically makes the title a 24/7 rule.
The only time the cash in wasn't random like this was John Cena and Rob Van Dam. All the other ones were the champ's down, let's get him.
Yeah, I guess Rob Van Dam had the only one where he was like, "Hey,
And
you
John
know
Cena.
what?"
John Cena told CM Punk, "I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank in a match on Raw next week," and then RVD cashed in at One Night Stand.
Now, did he catch it at One Night Stand, or did he say beforehand?
No, he said beforehand, "I'm cashing in a match against you, Cena, One Night Stand." Edge came out, I think he speared Cena through a table, and that's how RVD won.
I saw the fucking pay-per-view. We don't need to do a rundown.
I'm just saying. Anyways, I thought it was great. The way Carmella comes down, she's all cautious at first, and then when she realizes this ain't going to happen, she's like, "Oh, well, the bell never rang, so give me my briefcase and I'm running out." Like it was done very well for a false cash-in.
Yeah, at least I didn't pull a Baron.
So after this, AJ Styles approached Shinsuke Nakamura backstage to talk strategy. Nakamura said, I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania. Styles said that he was there to talk about tonight, not the future. Nakamura again said that he would beat Styles at WrestleMania. Styles wondered if Nakamura was just messing with him or if he really was ready for tonight. Nakamura was about to say it again, but admitted that he was messing with AJ. Nakamura said, "We'll be fine. Listen to me out there." And then he smiled, and AJ just whatevered him.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird.
And then Ty Dillinger comes out for his entrance. We go to commercial, and as we come back from commercial, Carmella's with Renee Young. This was weird. Apparently this happened like on Instagram during the commercial, and they fed it over to Smack. I don't know exactly what happened here. But Renee Young goes to interview Carmella about almost cashing in. And Carmella was like, "You think I could really cash in when I have a broken nail?" And then Renee Young goes, "Carmella, we're done with you. Back to the ring." I'm like, wow.
Interesting.
They just cut off the interview. Like, literally, Carmella's like,
Weird.
"You think I can really successfully cash in with a broken nail?" And and Renee just no-sells it and goes, "Carmella, we're done." Like,
Jeez.
Maybe she didn't know that they were on TV and thought they were still filming for Instagram. Because when you go to the WWE Instagram story, it starts with Renee in front of the camera, and Carmella walks up and puts the briefcase in front of her face, and then they start the interview. So it was very awkward. Like maybe they didn't know they were on TV and thought they were still on Instagram.
It does seem a little weird.
So we have a 6-minute match. Baron Corbin, Ty Dillinger. It wasn't bad, I guess you can say, but it wasn't anything like, "Hey man, this was a really good match on the show." But
I mean, for Ty Dillinger finally being there.
True, but he did lose to the end of days. This was the 7th match for Dillinger on TV.
Oof.
And his 5th with Baron Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's fucking
since coming to the main
shame.
roster, like that's crazy.
That's kind of sad, especially for Dillinger, who was so fucking over in NXT.
Rusev in English then did cell phone promos. Rusev's was first, and he literally goes, "Bob Roode, I'm going to take your championship."
Who said that?
Rusev, he didn't say Bobby Roode, he goes, "Bob Roode." I was dying.
Rusev could fucking say anything,
I was
and I
dying
think
when
it's
he called
the
him
greatest thing.
Bob Roode. I was like, really?
Well, that's his new fucking name now.
Bobby Roode then cut a cell phone promo in the back. He had a calendar, and it said Rusev Day on the date for next Tuesday, and he circled it and wrote "glorious" over it. And he goes, "I have a date on Rusev Day, but I'm going to make it glorious when I retain the United States Championship." But
I don't know.
I still can't get over it. Because at first I was like, did Rusev really just say Bob Roode? Like, I couldn't get over that for like 5 minutes because it was just the randomest thing ever.
Well, that's officially his new name, so that's pretty cool.
I guess so. In the locker room, Sami Zayn tried to find a silver lining with Kevin Owens, saying at least he or Kevin would be getting a title shot. Owens said that, "Yeah, I guess that's true, unless you fail like you failed in the Royal Rumble." And then Sami said, "Well, you got pinned at the Royal Rumble." It's like, damn, they just dropping shade all over the place.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Zayn said that he wouldn't fail tonight because he has Owens in his corner. Owens said Zayn wouldn't fail tonight because I'll be there. Whatever. I don't know. It kind of broke down at the end. We then had Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin taking on Breezango. It was an all right 3.5-minute match. Gable and Benjamin won with the powerbomb flying clothesline combo. We then had a commercial for WrestleMania. And the final 3 people we saw in that commercial was Roman Reigns, Asuka, and good old Ronda Rousey.
Who? Never heard of her.
I know. Never heard of her.
Do you think she's like some big name or something?
You're getting her T-shirt, Rowdy Ronda.
Jeez. I really fucking pre-ordered that T-shirt.
Anyway, so we go to the main event.
Hold on. Speaking of T-shirts, I saw a pretty cool shirt online today on TeePublic. You know anything about that?
We'll talk about that here in a minute. We're almost done with the Smackdown review.
That's true. We'll wrap it up after the review.
All right. So we have the main event. This is actually very interesting. Very interesting. It was AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Nakamura had control over Owens at the beginning of the match when Zayn tried to interfere. Nakamura tossed him from the ring. Owens clotheslined Nakamura and went for a tag, but realized no Sami. Owens was in yelling, "What are you doing? Get back up here. What are you doing? What are you doing?" He finally gets out of the ring. And Sammy's like, "Why were you yelling at me?" And he's like, "Well, I needed to tag you and you weren't there."
Yeah. It's like, kind of needed you, buddy.
I think if I heard this right, Kevin said something like, "Aren't you supposed to be there? You're my guardian angel."
Oh, fuck yeah.
He said something like that. I could have been wrong, but it's what it sounded like.
I'm not gonna lie, just around the time their first feud ended, or their third, fourth feud, right before this one kicked off, I thought I was good with Sammy versus KO for another good maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years.
Forever?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready for this fucking match. I'm ready for them to have another feud because I know that it's gonna be good.
You think this all breaks down to a Mania match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn?
I hope so, and I hope it's even for a title.
It'd be great. Well, I don't know if it's not gonna be for a title, but
it might not be for a title. But I mean, fuck that Mania match would probably be a good contender for match of the night.
Oh, yeah, especially with Kevin Owens wanting to redeem himself from last year.
Yeah. So yeah.
So we go to break, come back from break, and Owens has Styles in a headlock as Zayn watched from the stage. More dissension. Styles came back with strikes, a clothesline, sliding forearm, hit a facebuster, but Zayn then flew in to break up the pin. Owens hesitated, but then did eventually tag in Sami Zayn. Zayn had Styles in a headlock, and Owens demanded to be tagged back in. Zayn hesitated, but tagged back in Owens. Owens hit a senton. Zayn put his hand out for a tag, so Owens slapped him in the chest. Zayn slapped Owens to tag back in. Styles pushed Owens into Zayn, who then fell off the apron. Zayn then left again. This time he went to the back, though. He said, "You know what?" He said,
couldn't go too far because he had to do the mixed match challenge next,
he said,
which I thought was a.
What'd you say?
It's just he couldn't have gone too far. He had to do the mixed match challenge fucking 30 minutes later.
No, 5 minutes later. Anyway,
5 minutes later. It's not like he could have gone too far.
So he gets knocked off the apron and goes, "You know what? Screw it. I'm done with all of this." And he just walks to the back. Styles then tried a forearm on Owens, but Owens fought back, gave him a gutbuster, diving elbow for 2. Styles came back with a Pele kick, made the hot tag to Nakamura. Nakamura hit kicks, set up for the Kinshasa, but Owens escaped the ring. Styles threw him back in, and Nakamura hit him with the Kinshasa. That was the end of the match. Then they cut to a promo backstage. Sami Zayn's watching the end of this match on the screen, and he's looking. Beetlejuice comes back up, and she's like,
Beetlejuice.
She was dressed like Beetlejuice.
Didn't even call her by her real fucking
Renee
name. Literally,
Young.
Beetlejuice comes back.
Anyways, so she was like, "Sammy, what was that? Is this a sign that your friendship could be coming to an end?" And Sammy was like, "Our friendship? Ha ha ha. Kevin knows what this is all about. This is all about opportunities. Kevin already had his opportunity. He was the champion. He was the Universal Champion, the United States Champion. And now it's time for my opportunity. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to beat Kevin Owens for my shot. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to beat AJ Styles. And you're going to call me the new WWE Champion." And
I'm so fucking okay with it. I'm so absolutely fucking okay with it.
It's actually a pretty freaking great promo he cut there. He's just like
Sammy's great on the mic when they just let him talk.
He was just literally like, "You guys have overlooked me for too goddamn long. Kevin already got his shot. Now it's my turn, and I'm like." He was just great.
Why hasn't he won a title in the WWE?
I mean, what did he have the NXT title for? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
I don't even think maybe 3.
And he lost it because Kevin Owens beat his ass too bad.
It's like he'd be a perfect U.S. champion.
I know.
He'd be a perfect U.S. champion.
He'd be a great WWE champion. I mean, he would be, as far as wrestlers go in the company, he's probably one of the better, just pure professional wrestlers that they have.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So let's read some comments here before we close out. Don't hate on Renee's jacket.
She looked like
it's a bad jacket. Just go with a happy birthday to Becky. Happy birthday, Becky. And
Becky.
Rockstar.
Should we mention that really fast?
What?
The new general manager on 205 Live.
Oh, yeah. Spud.
Rockstar Spud.
No,
hold on. I'll get the exact name because I can't remember already.
I got it right here.
It was Drake something.
Drake Maverick.
That's right. So Daniel Bryan comes out for the beginning of 205 Live, and we got
lied to. We got lied to.
How so?
Because it was a name that the WWE universe has seen before.
No.
That's exactly what he said.
Who?
When they first announced this, he said
that's
yes,
what David Meltzer said he was told.
No, that's what fucking Daniel Bryan said.
I don't remember him saying
Daniel
that.
Bryan in that shitty cell phone. No, it wasn't a cell phone promo.
No,
actually,
it was backstage promo.
It was backstage promo. He was like, "It is a name that the WWE universe has seen before. Someone that they'll be excited to have back." And he pitched it as a legend.
I guess you might. You're probably right.
I am.
I mean, if you've, by the reaction he got, so Daniel Bryan's music plays and he comes out doing the yes chant, and who walks out with him? Rockstar Spud, and he gets a great reaction. So apparently they've seen him before. So,
man, you know it's a really good idea to keep that 205 Live audience like there, especially for tonight.
Huh?
Is right as the mixed match challenge ended, before anyone could leave, start Daniel's music and have him just kind of stand there and vamp for a minute. And then when he's like, "Oh, I'm going to announce a new 205 Live," GM kind of have him do like a dark match vamp, stuff like that. Stuff to get the crowd laughing or something like that, just to keep them there. And then all of a sudden you're blending into 205 Live. Crowd thinks, "Hey, I'm here already. I might as well check this out." Then they get to see Tyler Bate wrestle. And then it's like, "Oh, fuck. Why are we not staying for this?" Then the next time they're going to stay for it because they're going to see someone cool again. So I think that'd be a good way to keep the audience entertained after the Mixed Match Challenge for just enough time for 205 Live to get all set up and then begin.
Now, Strong Style Ninja says 0 reaction for Spud. You're actually not right there. What happened was Spud
there was a reaction.
Spud comes out and the crowd's going nuts. Spud, 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 Spud. And Daniel Bryan, he's just sitting there, little smile on his face like, "Yeah, they know who I am. This is going to work." And Daniel Bryan's like, "We have a new general manager here on 205 Live. He's going to bring back what you guys want in the Cruiserweight division." He's like, "I was involved in the first ever Cruiserweight Classic, and we're going to see wrestling just like we saw in the Cruiserweight Classic. He's going to bring greatness back to this division. Your new general manager, Drake Maverick." And the crowd just goes, "Boo."
Hoomst.
And then just gets quiet.
Yeah, it got real quiet there for a minute. Did he talk?
Yeah. He was like,
okay.
Well, no, he talked because he goes, "I have to address the situation with the Cruiserweight Championship. We are going to have a 16-man single elimination tournament to crown the new champion, and the new champion will be crowned at the show of shows, WrestleMania." And then he announced that tonight the first matches would be Grand Metalik versus Cedric Alexander. And it would be the first ever Cruiserweight champion, TJP, taking on the first ever UK champion, Tyler Bate.
And now, so my whole thing, is he a UK guy?
Who?
Spud?
Yes, he's from the United Kingdom.
Okay, so he had an accent?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
And he was all over this show. He would backstage segments with different guys. Drew Gulak at one point gave him a dozen roses and was like, "I think you can make 205 Live a better 205 Live," or something like that. He did his little spiel thing. It was good. It was funny though. because there was this like production guy standing there by them, and Spud's got the flowers in his hand, and he's kind of like, I don't know why this dude just gave me flowers, and he just tosses them at the guy, smiles, and he's like smiles like a quirky smile, like, you got it? All right, I'm good. And he just walks off. It was pretty funny, actually.
You guys got the shot? Yeah. Can I keep these?
Spud's got amazing comedic timing. I'll just say that.
Oh yeah, he does. He's gonna really help 205 Live be a lot more interesting. So I think they'll be up there in ratings.
Unfortunately, the WWE Universe is going to see Tyler Bate lose 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
He lost tonight to TJP in the Cruiserweight title tournament. And spoiler alert, he loses tomorrow. I think the match will air tomorrow to Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong, will be on 205 Live next week, taking on Deo Itami in the Cruiserweight title tournament. Hoomst. All right. So, Nick, you got something you want to plug here?
My phone's already plugged in. I don't know what you're talking about, bud.
It's on the screen. It's a little old school retro.
Oh yeah, so go over to TeePublic, or you want to put the link in chat right now? You want to give it to him?
Going for it right now.
I know some of you have jobs. Most of you probably got paid sometime last week, and you probably still have some cash laying around. Well, is it on sale 14 right now?
14 for the next 2.5 days.
Well, so for the next 2.5 days, you can get a sick, old school, raw design Pro Wrestling Unlimited t-shirt. It's going to look great. All your friends are going to love it. All your friends are going to be jealous. It might even get you that guy or gal you've been looking at. So go over to TeePublic.
Actually, I'm going to pull up the TeePublic page right here because it doesn't have to just be a t-shirt.
Ooh, fuck.
It can be a tank top. It can be a hoodie. It can be
phone case.
A cell phone case. It can be a sticker. It can be a coffee mug. It can be a pillow.
Why'd you say pillow like that? That's so weird.
I don't know, but it can. So the link, I put it in the chat. I will put it in the description as well if you guys want to go check this t-shirt out. Like Nick said, it is on sale for only $14 for the next 2.5 days.
It's only 14 shirts. Whoever gets it.
Only 14 shirts?
Did I fucking say that? It's only $14. $14. Whoever buys it, there's a special little thing for you. Nicholas Bronson just said, Nick, what's up, buddy? Do a lot of people buy merch? Yeah.
Yeah. Our Rusev Day shirt was such a big hit that they put it. TeePublic put it in the advertising for the current sale on their email blast.
I'll buy it if you can get me Alexa.
Huh?
Excuse me?
Alexa what? Alexa shirt?
Oh, because I said it might just get you that.
Oh.
Guy or girl. Listen, I can't do that, but I could probably get you one of those $30 Amazon Alexas.
Alex Rodriguez says, dude, I spent my extra cash pre-ordering my Rowdy Ronda shirt.
Fucking same, bro.
Oh, wait, he says shirts. Multiple?
Oh, oof. Fucking big baller over here.
If you would have waited 24 hours, you could have got the white and black.
The black one looks cheap. The black one looks like a Redbubble ripoff.
I guess you could say that.
But with that, thank you guys for tuning in to our Smackdown live review for today. There are 31 days in January?
I believe so. Yes.
All right, so February is going to be a fun month because that's my fucking birth month. We're going to do some fun stuff.
Yeah.
I can confirm, but thank you guys so much. You can find me on Twitter at PW_Armstrong. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at PWUnlimited, Facebook.com/Pro Wrestling ULTD. You can financially support the show by going over to either TeePublic or ProWrestlingTees.com/PWUnlimited. Pick up a shirt there or at TeePublic with our new design. You can support us on Patreon for as little as $1 and up to like $20, I think is our highest tier at Patreon.com/PWUnlimited. You can also support the show by going over to the iOS podcast app, going on there, looking up Pro Wrestling Unlimited. If you ever miss a show, if you ever want to go back and listen to it, if you ever don't pay attention in class and just want to listen to something, you can listen to it there. Just look up Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Leave a little bit of a rating, a little bit of review. Helps us just get higher up in the charts for iTunes because that's always fun. Tim?
Also, if you guys want to donate to the channel but don't have any extra money, hey, perfect timing. You came up on the screen at the same time. Go over to gawkbox.com/PWUnlimited. You guys can go there, interact with their website, either on a tablet or a mobile device, download an app, watch a little 30-second video, and then their advertisers, their, app people, will then tip back, donate to us, As long as you guys interact with their website. Doesn't cost you anything, maybe a minute or two of your time. Completely free. Helps out Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Also, you can find me at Timmy Buddy. And you can also use promo code PWUnlimited at both Strong Style Brand and WrestleCrate. And if you guys order WrestleCrate this month for February, if you get the light crate, the light or the elite, you will get an exclusive Ric Flair item. If you get the elite box, you will actually get the Nick Jackson mini wrestling buddy next month. So go over to WrestleCrate.com if you want to get some cool exclusive items.
So so if you do that, you get a what? What was that? A Ric Flair item?
Exclusive Ric Flair item in either the light or the elite box. So whether you get the $14.99 light or the $29.99 elite, you will get that Ric Flair item, they said.
So go over there, you guys. Also, Strong Style Brand also just came out with a brand new hoodie. So use those codes. Go to those websites. Support us any way you can. Even just showing up here tonight supports us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. With that, we don't have outro music, but I can pretend we do have outro music. Dun 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 dun. That's fucking awful.
We'll have to get some
See you guys
outro
later.
music.
Have a good one. Bye.
Good night, guys.